Welcome back to Living in the Heart of Virginia. I'm Tab O'Neill. We're broadcasting from a home, a 17,000 square foot home that is absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful, and as high tech as they can get. As a matter of fact, a lot of the features that are in this home we can incorporate into our homes. Scott Elliott with Custom Structures has been giving us the tour of this home. And Scott, you know, one of the neat things is I take a look behind us, for example, at the hydronic heating here. I don't have that much. I've got boilers, I've got pumps, the same brand of pumps actually, copper tubing. And I have hydronic heat at home. This can be applied to any level of construction that you guys do.
It can. Actually, what we did in this house, you know, it's so important as far as is communication with these projects. When the homeowner and the team, what I would call the team, the architect, the engineers, all get together in the beginning and actually plan out where everything is going to be going within a mechanical room like this. And I can let Jimmy Campbell with Custom Structures talk a little bit more about the layout in this particular home and how it worked out.
Well, Jimmy, let's go ahead and take a look. As a matter of fact, our producer Emily might end up in the shot here because I want to take a look at where the water for the home comes in here. Is this water that's actually, is this the potable water, or is this water coming in that's a part of the heating and the cooling of the home?
No, sir, it's potable water.
This is the potable water comes in here. As we swing around to our right here, we see more devices over here. What are these along this wall?
These are the heat pumps, starting off with the heat pumps and off with the greenhouse. And then you go into the main floor, the attic, the second floor in the attic, bonus room, and then there's the boilers for the pool area.
Let's go ahead and take a walk down here and take a look at it. So these are boilers for the pool, but does the home, now the home has hydronic heating, or the heating in the floor actually in the pool area, yes, uses the forced air coming from the geothermal system for the rest of the home. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've done these in homes. I know at the Eco House you do this, where this is actually through the home's living space, and it heats the home that way. And you can combine this whether with geothermal or with solar like you did at the Eco House.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And a project like this, as complicated as this looks, my wife would say this is kind of a Wizard of Oz layout. Remember the valves behind the curtain and that kind of stuff? It may seem like it's complicated, but really when you've got a good subcontractor and a good designer, it really is not that difficult.
No, sir, it's a relatively simple system.
Let's take a walk over here. And Scott, while we're coming this way, would you introduce a gentleman? He did the electrical for you on the Eco House. Introduce the gentleman that was the electrician on this project as well.
Be glad to, Tab. This is actually John Clow with JDC Enterprises.
Well, John, as we take a look at the service panel, most homes have 200 amp service. Is that correct?
Yeah, 200 to 400 is pretty typical.
Okay. How many amp is this service here?
That's a 1200 amp single phase service.
This is what you would normally put in a small motel or a business or something, isn't it?
Yes, pretty much.
What does this service do for this home? Because we can look at the beauty of the home, but if the HVAC, if the mechanical stuff in the background is not operating, it doesn't matter how beautiful a home is. What is it in this home that demanded 1,200 amps of service?
There are a lot of heat pumps, there are a lot of pool pumps, a lot of cooking equipment, freezers, refrigerators. It's a fairly large home, so it pretty much mandates service of that size.
When you as an electrical contractor go into a project, and again, we're talking about the 17,000 square foot home, you go into a project, you're thinking ahead, as the homeowner did as well. Would you flip a switch here, because I believe a generator is going to go on in the background, correct?
Yeah, we can simulate a power outage here.
So the power goes out, and the generator, which any home can have a generator, and it's always recommended, that'll fire up in... It's firing up now. So that's going to fire up, and it's going to transfer electricity from the generator into the home, and I hear systems beginning to come back online again.
Yes, we're on backup power now.
And, of course, Custom Structures, you can learn more about them by giving them a call at 434-832-0040. They obviously both the builders and the architects of this beautiful home, and they can do projects for you as well. Online, a great website, CustomStructuresINC.com.